Hey, it's Dominic from the Dominic Natty Show, and I want to tell all of you to subscribe to Off Tap Life. Off Tap Life has the best reactions on all of YouTube. It's right here, so if you're not subscribed, what is wrong with you?
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. I'm excited. I stumbled across something that is brand new, even though it's not new, but it is, but it's not, but it is, but it's not, because it's LARA FABIAN singing I Will Love Again live in Montreal on June the 16th. 2022. So that's like a couple days ago. She dropped this. Now this is a song that I think is like a classic song of hers. And she's performing it live now. 2 days ago. I think it's the first time I've reacted to anything like new, you know, like that's been recorded like in recent times. I think everything has been previous lives. I don't even know actually for sure, but it just feels that way. All I know, it ain't been within 2 days. This is 2 days. 2 days ago this happened. So we're going to dive in. Let's check it out. Without further ado, for me, LARA FABIAN fans everywhere, all of you, let's get off tap.
Son premier album en anglais, une balade. Et le patron de Sony, pour préserver certaines chasses gardées qui n'ont plus de secret pour personne, m'a plutôt proposé d'écrire, de composer ou bien d'interpréter une chanson dance. Ah ouais? Ben, je suis capable, moi, une chanson dance. Et après, je vais vous dire, c'était pas une si mauvaise idée que ça, parce que finalement, elle a quand même été 58 semaines numéro 1 au Billboard. Je me mets à la fredonner, ils font c'est toi ça? D'accord, tu penses que je sais pas danser?
Before we start, I know she's just talking now, but can we take a moment to appreciate how beautiful her voice sounds, even just talking? I mean, she's got a fantastic talking voice. I mean, her tonality in just speaking is incredibly beautiful and perfect. And I mean, the French language adds to that. It just sounds like what the hell? My ears are like, yo, that's great. Also, it's interesting to find out that she signed to Sony and I was once signed to Sony. We've got something else in common. Look at that. This is great. Let's keep going.
D'ailleurs, sais-tu quoi? Je vais la chanter, puis ce soir, je vais la chanter pour mon grand ami, François Macron. Joyeux anniversaire, je t'aime. Did I ever tell you? How you live in me. Bon, c'est pas la même chose, on le chante. Every waking moment, even in my dreams, and if all the stars sounds crazy, and you don't know what I need, just breathe my love, just as long as I've been
I'm like just I'm in awe of a few things. Firstly, I'm in awe of the fact that did they film this on their phone and manage to get this good of quality audio? The audio sounds pretty freaking good to be recorded from a phone or something. Whoever did this, shout out to you. Even the quality, I mean, look, it looks pretty clear and crispy, even though, you know, obviously they must have been a bit far back, so she's not completely, you know, visible in a clear, upfront, kind of zoomed in way. But for a freaking phone to get quality like this, I ain't complaining, man. This sounds dope. I'm loving it. So can we take a moment to appreciate that? Can we also take a moment to appreciate the fact that she's freaking absolutely sounds flawlessly perfect. And we know she sings good. She's a great singer. But this right here, again, is an example of an artist who knows who she is. She's comfortable in her own skin. She's been doing it for a long time. She's perfected the art, the craft. She's mastered it. She's absolutely just brilliantly doing what she does best. And I'm all in. Let's continue.
Stronger than before.
LARA Fabian, or Fabian, depending on your potato, your tomato, your banana. Yeah, anyways, she is fantastic, and she's brilliant, and she's incredible. I love this story. I love the little explanation she gave in the beginning. Apparently, you know, the record labels are like, yo, you don't do dance music. It's not your vibe. It's not your thing. And then next thing you know, she does it. She blows them all the way. It stays on the charts for freaking over 50 weeks or something crazy on Billboard, which is a super dope accomplishment. I love the story. And, you know, the thing with us artists is that when we do music, you know, a lot of times we want to do things that feels right for us, that we, you know, feel a connection with, that resonates with us, you know, that feels like something that we feel true to. And when you're signed to a label, that doesn't always work that way. You know, you've got the A&R reps, you got the executive producers, you got all these people in the chain of command who are telling you, no, this is what we think you should do, what your direction should be. This is what's going to sell the most albums. And at the end of the day, it's really what it boils down to with them. They just want what's going to sell and make the most money and freaking bring the most freaking positive marketing visibility to their artists and all that crap. They sometimes lose way of the whole artisticness of the said, song and the artist. What does the artist really want? And if it's not going to sell the money, they're like, The cool thing though is in 2022 is that record labels, if they don't like it, then they sometimes have to bite their tongue a little bit, because it's a different world now. The artist has a lot more power than we've ever had before. We have a voice based on mainly social media being as prominent as it is. You see, the bigger your social media following is, the more power you have, and the record labels know that. And the record labels, if you already have a built-in freaking 5 million, 10 million following, they're going to freaking be a little bit patient with you and allow you a bit more freedom than back in the day, before social media, before you had the power to market yourself as an artist. And that's been the biggest change, and that's been one of the reasons why record labels really will come to the party a lot more and give a lot more than back in the day, because now they have to. The hand's been forced, because at the end of the day, really, none of us really need a record label anymore. I mean, it helps. They've got big, deep pockets. They've got reach, they got connections in place. They do have a way to get you more visibility and get you out there a bit easier in some shape, forms, and fashions. But then another one would argue that social media creates an equal playing field. So the thing is that she's obviously probably been signed for a long time with Sony, and nowadays, if she wanted to do something, they would probably let her do it, because she's built up that sort of respect and collateral within their organization now. See, they see now that she's a performer and she's been good to them for a very long time. She's made them millions and millions of dollars. So now she said, look, I think I should go ahead and try a country western song, because I ain't, done any country, but I think I'll blow it out of the water. They're inclined to believe, you know what? I think you can. I think you can do that. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. Let's go for it. Whereas back in the day, when she wanted to do a dance song, they would have been like, yeah, I don't know, Laura. It doesn't really fit the bill. We've been doing this other stuff. It's working. People love you. I don't know if we want to branch out there. I don't know if we want to back that and put the dineros over in that category. So that is why right now, when you hear this song and you hear the story, you appreciate the journey that much more. You appreciate how she got there. And that's why it probably just warms her heart so much. I can only imagine just how emotional she feels every single time she sings that song, because they took a chance. Because they decided to take the chance, and it paid off. And that's a beautiful thing. And that's what all of us really want, is for someone to take a chance on us, to hear our voice, to hear our heart, our passion, to see what our desired truth is, and to allow us to be true to that. Sometimes we just want to be seen. And even with all her fame and fortune and everything that she's amassed, probably even at that time, she was still that same artist who was hungry to be seen, to be true to what they were feeling, to do something that felt right to them. And that right there is called a testimony. That right there is a big amen. That right there is a big aha moment that for us as artists feels great. For us as listeners and fans of LARA FABIAN, that feels great. It is such an amazing, inspiring story. And that's the thing in life. Sometimes fear gets the best of us. Fear keeps us from achieving things or going after something that we might be triumphant with, that we might find greatness with, that we might reach the Holy Grail with. But the powers that be sometimes are reluctant to implement that change. They're reluctant to branch out in a different direction because the tried and proven way has been working. Why change that? That's what they think. So I love this story for multiple reasons. I love LARA FABIAN for multiple reasons. I'm calling her Fabian now. You notice how I changed? I was saying Fabian, now I'm saying Fabian. Freaking hell, man. I caught myself doing that. I don't even know the right way. Maybe I need to Google it and ask Google how to say it properly. But look, at the end of the day, there's no denying, no matter how you say her name, that she is the real deal. She deserves the respect put on her name. And I think that she is probably, I would say, in the world, to me right now, definitely one of my favorite, if not the favorite, I would say maybe possibly female vocalist. Yeah, definitely probably my favorite in the world right now. All vocalists, female or male, I would say she's in my top 5 for sure in the world today. We're not talking about past, we're talking about who's still alive today performing. This was 2 days ago. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So anyways, man, this was dope. I'm glad I stumbled across it. I literally just stumbled across this, man. Like, I was freaking just like, I wanted to react to something right now. I didn't know what to react to. There's nothing in the queue right now. I've cleared the queue out. Feeling a little bit vulnerable and naked without having a queue, because the queue gives me easy direction. I could just react to stuff that you guys want, and I don't have to think about it. But now there's no queue, because I smashed the queue out the box finally, and the queue's gone. There's nothing in the queue. By the way, that's your queue. Offtap.life. But yeah. Yeah, guys, I really enjoyed this. This is really cool. I like seeing artists perform new stuff, even if it's old stuff. But I just like knowing it's happened in recent times. Like, it just adds something extra to it for me, because I think that's because it's relatable, you know, to the moment, to the now. And I like seeing also when I've reacted to something that someone did, you know, in their youth, you know, like when they first started out, and now seeing how they've graduated into their prime and how they, you know, have grown, and now what their, you know, performance looks like, you know, vocally, you know, visually, you know, all those different things. Like, has there been growth? You know, have they, you know, climbed, you know, higher to mastery, or have they fallen down off the cherry tree? Some people, unfortunately, I've heard some artists who don't sound as good as they used to. It happens, man. But most of the time, people who do this because it's something they're passionate about and they love, they understand that even though you're good at something, there's always room for improvement. And if you put in hard work, you can perfect that, and you can continue to elevate and get better and better and better and better and better and better, because there's no such thing as perfection, but you can damn sure come close if your name is LARA FABIAN, aka Fabian. Okay, good talk. Love you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Please hit that subscribe button for me, and all notifications, all that really helps out. And I'll catch you on the next vid. Love you. Keep it off tap.
We gotta get out of here! I'll catch you guys later for another vlog!